I'm sure by now you know the story about the Chinese spy by the name of Fang Fang, who was practicing the bang bang of several Democrat politicians, or let's just say she was reading bedtime stories. How's that? The most famous one of those was Eric Swalwell, and interesting enough, he sits on the House Intelligence Committee. Dang. I mean, that's just insane. I'd love to know exactly what she got from all of her working with Swalwell as well as the others. We also know that she put an intern in his office when he got elected to Congress. I have to assume that is another Chinese spy. They appear to be everywhere. And with that said, let me give you the stunning revelation that I found out as I was looking into more of the Fang Fang story. By the way, they call this honey trap. I like that. That's pretty creative. Now, Fang Fang originally came to the States as a student and enrolled in one of our American universities. And this kind of hit me hard because one of my kids, who was a really good student, applied to a really top-notch school and had to wait almost a year because there were way too many applications. And even though they were a really good student, they still just had to wait. And it made me wonder, how many of these spots that should go to American students are going to foreign students? Well, that's not the stunning revelation. That's just a whole other issue. Let me get to the stunning revelation part. So, I checked it out, and right now there's over 1 million students from foreign countries studying at our colleges. It makes me wonder about that, but here is the stunner. 40% of those, 400,000 of those students are Chinese students, Chinese citizens. What? Dang. And it makes me ask the question, so how many of those Chinese students are actually Chinese spies? Listen, Chinese spies are everywhere in this country, and we need to do something about this. I mean, right now, Joe, right now. We already heard about the Diane Feinstein story, her personal driver of almost 20 years they found out was a Chinese spy. It's interesting because we don't know what he got from that relationship. It's funny that when we have spies that are going after politicians, especially the Democrats, we have no idea what information they were able to give back to the mothership in China. On the other hand, we had this guy who worked at Apple, Chinese citizen, stole a bunch of secrets, took them over to China. One of those was a self-driving car. And that's the deal with China. I mean, they don't have the genius that America has, so they steal our ideas so they can manufacture them for a lot of money. But regardless of that, we need to find out about these Chinese spies, and we need to stop the stealing of our information.